Hi, this is Gary Lee Stanley, your sales guy. Hey, we're going to talk about my favorite subject today, which is sales. All right. The question for today, which is really entertaining, is going to give you some real focus. It's really exciting, and it is really important because, see, as salespeople, we sometimes get beat down, and sometimes we don't know what to do. And I'm going to give you some encouragement. It happens to all of us. Now, listen, what we're going to talk about is how to change your negative state of mind instantly in selling, especially your attitude. Because, see, what happens is if you have a bad attitude, I'm going to pretty much say you're probably not going to get that next sale. If you have an attitude of gratitude, you're more inclined to go ahead and figure out a way to make the next sale. You know, as a salesperson in my own life, I've dealt with what they call fear, false evidence appearing real, things that would come up and make me feel as though less than. And when I try to close, is when I first got it, I didn't really know how to have a conversation. And in sales, until you can figure out a way you can have a basic conversation and be able to show your product and give your features and benefits to your client and then ask for the order, hey, it's going to be a struggle. But see, here's the thing. Even people who are veterans, people who've been in sales for a long time, have their ups and downs. And the reason why is because if every day was a good day, you probably wouldn't be able to deal with a bad day. So accept that you're going to have those selling bad days. Now, in my own life, I've been frustrated to a point with some sales because I didn't understand it. I was younger. I didn't know how to sell. I had nobody give me the information. And I would quit a good sales job. I'm being honest. This is warts and all. Good salespeople go through growing. They have to continuously learn the craft of sales. They're always researching ways to make more money and to be able to close. Because, see, things change. People change. And I'm going to tell you what, if you're stagnant and if you're not changing, you're going to go ahead and eventually, like most companies that I've seen that were in business for 100 years, 50 years, they go out of business. But as a salesperson, you're so important. You always need a salesperson. Now, how do you change your mental state? You know, say for instance, you're over the phone, you're talking to a client, and you just had a bad, and you couldn't close the deal, and you just gave like an hour presentation over the phone. And they said, no, I want to think about it. I don't think so. Maybe call me another day. I'll think about it. Let me ask my friend and wife. You know, it could be like in a retail environment. You're standing there and you're with your customers and you say, well, did you want to go ahead and get it? And hopefully you've created enough value. But if you didn't, they're probably going to say, no, I just want to think about it. You're a really good salesman. That's what they'll say. Because, see, they don't want to say rudely no. But in their minds, they're thinking no. So if these things happen and you run into these situations where you've given your all, because we're entertainers, we're actors, we get excited. We want to be woohoo. We want to make that money. But then when someone says no, or a deal falls through, we sometimes feel frustrated, dejected, and we want to quit. And that's just a reality. A lot of times people quit and they never stick and stay in the career of sales because they had a bad experience. A lot of times it's because of training. It could be a lot of different aspects. But see, here's the thing. If you're trying to change your mental state of mind, you need to go ahead and set yourself up for success. And let me show you how. You know, one of the first things you want to do is get yourself what they call a gratitude list. People say, what is a gratitude list? That's a list of those things that are very important to you in your life. Could be some of the accomplishments that you've done, the awards that you've got over the years. It could be your children. It could be your home. It could be things that you're so grateful for, your family, your parents, your children, your dog. It's a lot of different things people get excited about. And passion is so far a part of that. It just makes sense to, have that gratitude list. Now, if you are having a bad day, and a bad sales day means maybe you didn't sell something right then, and you've got to bounce back real quick because you got to start talking to somebody else about buying your product or owning your product. Well, the key to success is take that negative attitude and turn it inside out. My mom always told me, she says, Gary, if you're having a bad day, it's okay to cry about it, but you've got to get over it. Give yourself a couple of days, and then don't be the victim. Be the person who's going to stand up and say, what do I need to do to get to the next level? And you're doing it right now because you're researching why and how to change your mental state of mind. Your selling capabilities cannot be at their best if you're feeling sad, mad, angry, frustrated. But what we do is, with our little gratitude list, we take a look at that and we remind ourselves. And I say not have a short minute pity party, but you got to be able to change that mental attitude right then and there. And one way also is that I really recommend, if you are in any kind of working in sales, you really need to think about your outside activities, those things that can make you better. You need to read, you need to learn, you need to listen to videos that can help you to get these different techniques on closing. You need to be able to ask for mentors. You need to ask for people to help you to get to the next level. And if you have somebody to share your feelings, share your feelings. If you feel sad or rough and you feel scared, welcome to the real world. Most people that are in sales, they may not think about it this way, but we're entrepreneurs. That means we make things happen. We're the business owners, and our business is us selling something. That's what's important. You really got to be able to help people buy and own things. So a good thing also is physical fitness. That's also another great avenue for you. If you're having a bad day, go to a place where you can feel good. Some people go to church. Some people like to go to the gym. Maybe you do a lot of combinations, or maybe you need to learn how to talk to people. Toastmasters. There's just so many organizations that are out there that can be there for you. A lot of times, even on YouTube, you can watch videos so you can, have mindsets that can change. You have to look for those things to help you change your mind. You're important and you matter. And I'll just give you one little subject. Just think about it. That gratitude list is so vitally important. And remember, you're important. You're going to have good days. You're going to have bad days. Thank goodness they're like that, because if every day was a good day and you finally had a bad day, how would you be able to deal with it? Probably not too good. And my name is Gary Lee Stanley. We just had a simple conversation about one aspect about how to change your negative selling state of mind. And remember, you should have a goals list. Look at your goals list as often as possible. Once you meet that goal, go ahead and write down a new one. That's where we're missing out on the big things, folks. We're not writing down our goals. We're not writing down those inspirational thoughts that come to our mind. You need to get yourself a tablet, a book, something that can help you to want to say, wow, I can be successful in sales. I can do anything I put my mind to. You really can. And if you want to change your mental state of mind, you can go to the gym, you can work out, you can go for a walk, you can yell, you can go to your car like my mom says, and when you're mad, go to your car and just scream. Ah! And I have. And I got through it. Remember, not every day is going to be a good day, but you can make it that way if you really want to. My name is Gary Lee Stanley. We just had a simple conversation about how to change your negative mental state of mind and selling. So do me a favor. Have you changed your mind? Think about it. Don't get frustrated to the point where you want to quit. If you need help, ask for people's help. Look for mentors, people who've been there. If you are in sales and you've never struggled, you ain't been in sales long. Because we're going to have objections. We're going to have issues. They're like tissues, and another one will pop up. And my name is Gary Lee Stanley. And I thank you very much for giving me an opportunity to share some thoughts about how to change your negative selling state of mind. And do me a favor, go out there and sell something and have a great day. Bye-bye.